Hi, I think today I'm going to read to you from a devotional I've been doing. It's called Having a Merry Heart in a Martha World by Joanne Weaver. And after I'm done reading the small little reading, I'll give you my thoughts. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. Luke 10, verses 38 through 39. Having a merry heart in a Martha world, the thought intrigues you. Deep inside of you, there is a hunger, a calling, to know and to love God, to truly know Jesus Christ and the fellowship of the Spirit. You're not after more head knowledge. It's a heart-to-heart intimacy that you long for. I think in a lot of ways I do desire to be closer to Jesus, but I do struggle with that. Sometimes it's time that holds me back, but I think it's mostly my own foolish pride and the feeling of unworthiness. Because if anyone knows, I do. I know who and what I am and how far I've fallen short. And I realize that, I'm not different than anyone else. But, deep down, my heart tells me that doesn't matter. It's kind of hard to reconcile what Jesus did on the cross and my deserving that, despite my failure. I have the knowledge, I've learned all the stories, I know all the facts, but accepting it is something totally different. So in order to do that, I need to open my heart and allow him to tear down the walls. I'm going to go ahead and read a second one of it because this is kind of short. They say variety is the spice of life. Perhaps that's why God so often puts people of such different personalities in the same family. Either that or he's trying to prepare us for marriage. Mary was the sunlight to Martha's thunder. She was the caboose to Martha's locomotive. Mary's bent was to meander through life, pausing to smell the roses. Martha was more likely to pick the roses, quickly cut the stems at an angle, and arrange them in a vase with baby breath and ferns. That is not to say one is right and one is wrong. We are all different, and that is just as God made us to be. Each gifting and personality has its own strengths and weaknesses, its glories and temptations. I have a weird personality. I'm one of those people who feels things strongly, and that can be a good thing because I can stand for what I believe in. But I do face the temptation of allowing my temper to get away from me, and it does more often than it should. But when I do that, I cannot show others Christ in me. And that is one of my deepest desires, that others will see Christ in me. But unfortunately, my flesh gets weak, and it gets in the way. As the Bible once said, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is truly weak. I hope you enjoy those readings, and you get something out of them. Have a great day and live a blessed life.